Hey everyone, welcome back to Undeveloped Mind with Undeveloped People.
Yo,
Hey, today this is episode 2 of our podcast. But before we
let's
start,
go.
I want to explain how this podcast is gonna go because we have a couple new segments that we want to tell everyone here. So first, this is the intro, obviously, and moving on after the intro, we have a sort of what we call a mind developing session, where it's just basically
Yes,
like 2 3
sir.
minutes of us just telling each other about random facts or like maybe even opinions or like a yes and no question. And then after that, we have the main topic that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to close out the session. So that's all going to be jam packed in 30 minutes. So we hope you like it. Okay, let's start.
Okay, so for our mind development section, I'm gonna give you three facts, and you're just gonna tell me like your opinion, like your thoughts about it. Okay, if you think
Okay.
it's true or false. Okay,
Okay,
now
okay.
this. So our home country, Indonesia, is home to some of the shortest people in the world. True or false?
I swear that's facts. I swear that is facts. Facts, facts. We are so short. I can't believe it. No,
Yeah,
no,
man.
this is so true. We are so short.
Yeah, even though like we're above average for like Indonesians, like
Yeah,
I'm proud
like
of it.
I'm pretty sure the both of us who are very short.
Yeah, we're like 170, like
Yeah,
max.
I'm pretty sure like we both are like almost 170, like at least 170. Okay, let's stop
Yeah,
talking about our
170.
height. That is a
Oh.
very, very, very annoying topic to talk about. As like short
No
people.
way. Okay.
Okay,
So,
next
how about
fact.
this? Do you believe that 7.5 billion people, which is like the world population right now, can fit in the city of Los Angeles? True or false?
So everybody in the world
Yes,
can fit in
in the
LA.
world. Yeah, in LA. You believe that?
Um, no, yes, maybe. like I can I can see people getting cramped in it. Like if you put like I'm pretty sure if my room, like if everyone is standing on like one tile, I can fit like 20 people in my room.
Yeah, it's possible, but 7 billion. Think about it. 7 billion people. The
Well,
the
okay,
whole
let's say
world.
like a household. I don't know. That's not going to maths. Well, sure. Let's say yes. Let's say yes to that.
Yes, you're true. 7 billion people can fit in Los Angeles.
That
That's like
is
crazy if you think about it.
that's actually
Like,
pretty interesting because I would like to see like actually people trying to fit everyone there. It's gonna be
yeah,
super super weird.
7 billion, man. That's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Okay. For our final fact, did you know? No.
Mhm.
Wait. This true or false?
Okay.
China is I mean, wait. There's a China. I mean, Chinese is the most spoken language in the world. Like the most
Okay.
spoken
This
language
is
in the
true.
world.
I
True or
know this.
false?
I know this. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese, something then English.
So first part, you're actually correct. Chinese is like yeah, it's true. It's the most spoken language. But second, it's actually English, and
Oh,
then third
cool.
is Spanish.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's maybe
To
not
be
that
honest,
far off,
to be
but
honest,
yeah.
to be honest, I'm Chinese myself. I don't even know how to speak Chinese. And how is it like the most spoken language in the world? Doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense. I can't even say any Chinese. No, actually, I can. But every time
I
I
can't.
try to say Chinese, or like every time in a family gathering, my grandma would always talk to me in Chinese
True, bro.
sometimes, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That's true.
and I only can say like, oh yes, okay.
Yes.
So like,
Thank you.
this
Yeah.
is
Or like
mad
they're
sus.
giving us money, bro. Like thank you.
Yeah, I can only
Shisha,
say like
shisha.
thank you,
Yeah.
hello, have like yeah, just those basic Chinese words. Yeah, and I mean I'm still
Oh
Asian, so
my.
this is weird.
Yeah, of course. But then like how is it the most spoken language though? Like I think it's like I feel like I know more English speaking people than Chinese speaking people in
Well,
general,
but
you
you have
know?
to put in factor that there's like more Chinese people in the world than like just Native Americans. So
But the problem is like like not only Native Americans can speak English. Like I can speak English, you can speak English.
yeah,
From people from Europe can speak English, Africa. It's like yeah,
yeah. But
I don't know,
then
it's
again,
crazy.
you can't just say in America people can just speak in Chinese. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
That's actually true though. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So since we already talk about three facts and like put our opinions on it if it's true or false, we're gonna go into our main section. So our today's topic is gonna be is video games like important to a child? Like, is it important for like child development? What are your thoughts on that topic?
Like, for me personally, when I was growing up, well, I'm still growing up. We just literally made it to seniors. Like,
High
yeah,
school, just
we're
wait.
literally
High
in
school.
freshman year, right? Technically.
Yeah, even freshman in high school.
Like,
Oh my.
okay. So when I was a bit younger, I used to play games like every day, like no cap, every day, all day, 24/7. I go home from school, take a shower, and if there's course, I'll take the course. After the course, it's just game until like 10, 11, 12, 13, 1,
Yeah.
2. Yeah, it's like games. But recently, since the pandemic, I've been actually
Oh,
playing less games. I don't know.
really? Really?
Yeah, like yeah, like back then, like early, late 2019s to early 2020s, I was still like a major Fortnite player. Like with you, right? So we used to play Fortnite
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every day, every single day. And then recently,
No, no.
about about September, I
Really?
quit the game. Like
Yeah, like late October, I think.
October, early
Yeah,
October,
October.
late September, around that time, I stopped playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure I
yeah.
stopped playing most games. No, I still play a couple games like let's say Apex, FIFA, a bit of
True,
Rocket League here and there. But like
true.
overall, I'm pretty sure like the amount of games I play right now has drastically dropped. Like let's say I used to play a 5, 6 hours a day, and that's probably like 2 hours max.
But it's like funny, don't you think? Like in quarantine, you play less games, but it's like there's
Yeah,
more time. Like that's kind of weird though. Like for me, it's the opposite. Before quarantine, I would legit play like Clash Royale on my phone. That's the
yeah,
only
yeah.
game I would play. And after quarantine, I like play like Fortnite and other games. Like I don't know, man. How do you play less when quarantine is like they give you more time?
Well, I try to be more productive, I guess. Like I'm not saying wait, before we start, before I go on this, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, games are very vital for everyone. No, like I'm serious.
of
I don't
course.
care if you're a parent or not. As in my perspective, like as a 15-year old, like I swear, if I didn't have games on my side every single day after school went over, I swear I would have a midlife crisis at the age of 12. No cap, midlife crisis. No cap. Like
Wait. Oh my god. So you're saying games is important for every age, like every age for like a kid. I mean, not like it's like
yeah,
for like
I'm saying
ages.
games are very important, but don't get me wrong, addiction is so bad. No, don't get addicted to a game. Like
Of course.
I'm just saying, like, you can play games. Obviously, you can play games every day, no
Yeah.
problem. Just don't get addicted to the point where your priorities are games, then everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Like, if
But like,
that's the case, you are very wrong.
nah. How am I rough, bro? I still do other stuff, than games. I only play games for like a what, 2 4 hours, 4 hours. Like it's like max. And like most of the time, I just like watch YouTube and like do some schoolwork if there
Well,
is
yeah, but
some.
I guess you should categorize, like, I guess games, you should maybe categorize it to like relaxing time. So maybe like, let's say there's like 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure everyone spends at least 6 hours of sleep. Like for me, I sleep like 5 hours. Like if I can get
Huh?
7, it's because that's not a school day. That's it.
You get 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Why?
Yeah,
What?
I sleep at like what 1:30, and I wake up at like 7:30.
For school, right? That's for
Yeah, for
school.
school, obviously.
What if it's like a holiday, like Saturday?
Holiday. I usually sleep at like a bit later, like an hour late, so like maybe 2. But depends on where I have coffee in the morning. But usually when I was younger, like 2 3 years ago, no, maybe even a year ago, I would stay up that late just to play video games. Like no cap, Fortnite, on
What?
that grind, Minecraft, everything.
Bro, used to be addicted, bro.
Yeah, but like
Used to be.
recently, I feel like I had to be more productive. So like after, I'm not saying like games take me off a lot. Like recently, like
Take a
the
lot of
past
time.
couple 6 months, I've been running this business, right? This
Yeah.
clothing line business, Notion. Please follow that. Anyways, but like it's stressful. Like the amount of pressure you get on like fixing those, and especially with school on top of it,
Of
like
course.
it's
Yeah.
very tiring. But when I get off school, usually if I can't take a nap, I usually go for a game. Like it can be like a game of FIFA, even though it's one of the most stressing game ever if you lose. Like I go on FIFA, play 2 3 games,
Bruh.
like an hour, 2 hours, and then like I'm refreshed and go like what biking or something like that. But anyways, like playing a game is so beneficial for you. Like for my age especially, I think like for the age gap of like 10 to like 20, 18, I guess. Like
So
having that something to take your mind off productivity work, if you can say that.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, I wanna say something.
yeah,
This might be very, very, very like controversial, but this is just my opinion. Like, I sometimes don't agree with parents who say like games is the reason that you're failing in school, or like maybe like your eyes hurt because you're playing games, or like those type of parents, right? Who like say
yeah,
like
yeah,
blame it
yeah.
everything on a game, even though it's like so not like it's not even related. Like your chair broke because you played too much game on that chair. It's like it's kind of annoying. I kind of don't agree with those type of parents. Like I I get like some parents want to like like control the time where their kids can only
Yeah,
play
yeah,
like,
yeah.
probably like 1 to 2 hours, but like at least like have your like at least your kids need to play some games. I think games are so important to like a childhood because it's like
Because
an
it's the
escape.
way you escape. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just an escape. Like in school, you're like focused up on this subject. Like you're like, oh, I need to do this and stuff. But when you're done, like you need to just like escape, like this quick fun.
yeah.
Just like this is why
And
games are like
it's just
so important.
bad because especially the way how the school system works, which you can watch on our previous podcast. But
Last episode.
yes, but just saying, like, okay, like I understand that some of those statements are true. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if your scores are bad because of your games, like it's probably obvious it's because of your games.
Oh yeah, it's obvious.
Like
If you're
or
like
like
yeah
your eyes hurts. Well, it maybe like 50% contributes because of your games.
games
But
yeah
that also depends on the person. Like games are important, yes, but I get the way you limit people. That is also very good. But I
oh
don't
yeah
think
yeah
parents should limit us. Rather, they should just explain to us why you shouldn't play this much games, or like tell us the benefits on like, oh, like for example, hey Joe, why are you still playing games? Come, I was like, um, not wait, sorry, that came out wrong. Like, hey Joe, instead of you playing games for like 5 hours a day, how about if you do want to play games, how about you try to get money out of it and just like record your highlights, for example,
yeah yeah
or like
yeah I get it.
yeah, yeah, like so at least you have like don't think of it just as you wasting your time, I guess. Like make them not think that they are just wasting their time by playing your games,
Yeah.
but rather make them think like it's another way for them to invest their time in.
Yeah, but there's this one thing though, like this like our parents like they grew up with like what games like Nintendo or like the Game Boy, like the small Game
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah, yeah.
Like I don't think their mindsets like games can make money. So that's like one of the main reasons why like parents are like saying games are just like a distraction, but it can be actually like it can be like a money maker. Not even that, it can be like something fun the kid could do.
Yeah,
And like it's not just about like having fun, it's like having like an experience, like like games right now, like popular games right now, like probably like COD, Fortnite, and like Minecraft. They have
yeah,
like crazy communities, right? And if their parents can like let their kids like build like a community, like it would teach like
yeah.
these
It's
kids
another
like
way
a
to
lot of
socialize with other
yeah
people.
yeah a lot of socialization, and like the kids like understand how to like talk with like other like people in the community who has like same interests, rather than like forcing your kid to join like a club in school which they don't really want, and like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like talking to strangers. Like yeah, like but like at least like with like this generation, I would say like when they grow older, I think they will understand like games are actually like not just for having fun. There's a lot of like aspects that gaming can bring to the table.
yeah. Like for those parents who, or maybe adults that are watching this podcast, hopefully they are. Well, like this is
Hopefully.
my thoughts on it. Well, for every parents, don't ever ban your kids for playing games. That is so
Yes.
wrong because you don't know what problem they have, and games might be the way they can escape from it.
Yeah.
Rather,
Like
just teach them
yeah.
on like how not to focus everything on games. Rather, just try to make games as a way you can relax on it. You know?
Yeah, just lit back. Like I know some people who like rely on games to like for the escape, for the like where their like normal like life is like so stressful that they actually need escape. Like I would rather have my kid like playing games for maybe like an extra 1 hour like than 3 hours, like maybe 4 hours to 5 hours, than doing drugs, which is like way worse than gaming in my opinion.
Well, yes, but like drugs is like a whole nother topic.
Yes, sir.
But like, yeah, yeah. I get the topic you have towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't know our kids' life, right? Like it could be
yeah.
like their one main escape for their like stressful life. Like we don't
Yeah,
know.
because like personally, like for me, games are like the way to go. Like no cap, like
Yeah.
just what I said before. Like it takes me off about many things, whether it be your current problems, like with school, family, everything, friends, socialize, networking, everything, work or whatever. Games
Yeah.
are one of the best ways you can take your minds off it. But
Yeah, and it's
no one
yeah.
should ever get lost in that game. You know, like
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like it's not supposed to be your like your life. It's not supposed to be like your main thing like water or like
of
food.
course,
It's
unless you
just
can make
supposed
a
to
living
be
out of it, which is a whole other topic. But like,
yeah.
then
But
again,
if you're like a casual, yeah. If you're
yeah,
like a
yeah.
casual, like
If you
make
like,
sure
if
it's not
you,
like
yeah.
yeah.
If
Not
you
like
know you're
necessity,
not
like
good,
yeah. Like
like,
don't play. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
um, yeah, but like, if you know you're not good at it, or like, you know you're good, but like, you know you're not at that level where you're like competing against pros. Like, try to understand that that is a fact, and you have to accept it with it. You know, like I know some people never start off good at a game, right?
Yeah, of course. No one's like the best player in like one day after playing the game. No way.
Yeah, but like just accept the fact that sometimes you're not the best at a game, so you don't wrap around everything in that game. Competitive,
Yeah.
that's called being competitive. But like don't get over competitive where to the point every time you play a game and you lose. That's even more pressure on yourself, right?
Yeah, it's like more stress. Like if you're super competitive and you're not that good, like not as good as like the pros, like the real professionals. Like it could add like more stress. Like I'm losing. I'm doing bad. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? It's like putting like more mental pressure to yourself. It's just like bad, very bad.
Like yeah, it is one very bad thing if you actually get overwhelmed by
Yeah.
it because like
Yeah.
yeah.
If I were them, I would just like play for fun. Honestly, I would just play the games for fun, not like act, not like trying to like trying
Well,
to be super
unless you're like
competitive.
you clearly want to invest your time in it, you know.
Yeah, but like if you're not the best, you can try some content creation. If you're like actually an entertaining person, like if you can talk well, if you're like
Yeah,
making
but
jokes all around, it's
for
actually
me,
funny.
yeah, for like those parents, like if you try to understand why your kids are playing a lot of games and you're like trying to give them a reason on you can play games, but you're clearly seeing that they're failing their tests or like they're being super unproductive, you know. Try to make that game a way that they can get something out of it, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Or maybe something like they introduce like some new hobby, but like not forcing it, like giving it like, I think you should try this and stuff. And maybe if
Yeah,
they
or
find it
maybe
fun,
like give them like a way to reward them. For example, let's say, um, okay, by the end of this month or these tests or like these projects, if out of these projects if you get 90 above or like okay, that's for example for like school purposes, obviously. Like
yeah,
let's say you
yeah,
get 90 above or like your tests are all B above, whatever is your passing grade over there, you get this new game, like this new PS5 game, or like this new Xbox game, or like I'll get you the Steam voucher, you know?
yeah. I
So
get it.
that's like something they can motivate themselves to like, oh, I really want this new Battlefield game. Like,
Yeah, or like and you yeah.
so like at
So
least
like
it's a
it
way for
motivates
them,
them.
yeah. It's a motivational way for them to like actually study, because
Yeah, study.
sometimes you
Like
always get burnt out, and like going back to games again is one of the best way to feel like you're relaxed
yeah,
again.
yeah, you're relaxed. Like you're actually doing something that you actually enjoy. Like isn't your cousin like that? Like their parents like if you get bad score, you're not allowed to play games. But if you get good score, they like give him a reward. Isn't your cousin like that? Or am I
Yeah,
mistaken?
yeah, yeah. He's like that. So like I'm pretty sure he gets a couple a couple a couple
Yeah.
amounts of game
Co-
time. Like if like he has
Yeah.
bad scores, I'm pretty sure they would like, oh, I'll take your laptop after it's past 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Yeah. Like another way parents can do it. It's like a currency system. Like maybe if your kid is like really into like these games who have like a currency, like maybe like GTA, like maybe you can like implement like a currency. Like if you get an A
Yeah, or
plus, you're gonna add like
like
more
V-Bucks
time
in
to
Fortnite,
your
right?
yeah, it's gonna add like more time to your game time, so you can play longer in the like your PS4, PS5. Like, maybe that like parenting is actually very hard. Like don't like I don't argue with that. Like I'm not even a parent, but like there's a lot of ways to like make your kid feel like you're not pressuring them to like stop playing games because I think games are important. So like if any parents are watching this, I think you should find like an like an creative way maybe to like make sure your kid does well in real life and also like isn't super sad like depressed like because games are like somewhat of an escape for them.
Yeah. Like for me, if you want them to succeed, like don't ever take whatever way they have to make them stop getting pressured on. Like if games are the way that they take off pressure from whatever they have, I'm pretty sure everyone has pressure. There's like no such thing as I have no pressure. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
wrong. But like that is such a lie. But like
Yeah, such a lie, man. No way you
please
have no
try to
pressure.
understand that as a perspective from an undeveloped human being, like please understand that games are like sometimes a way we can just get offload all of the pressures from either school, work, again, parents. Maybe don't get me wrong, but sometimes if you just listen to what we say, or like just try to understand on how how we like work on things, maybe
Yeah.
like us playing games is a way so we don't actually get burnt out or get mental depressed or like crisis.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
like yeah, it's like so cool if like the parents could actually like get involved with the kid. Like maybe the parents are like actually like also burnt out and like work
Okay,
and
now
stuff.
you're pushing it.
And maybe no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but, like the main point is like games are actually important for a kid. Like if a kid doesn't get to play games, like wait, yeah, I mean if you think about it, people in the 60s or like 50s, they don't play video games if you think about it. They play like
maybe like Tetris.
those yeah 50s, bro, 50s. I don't think there's people playing
My,
video
my my
games.
grandma plays Candy Crush.
It's Candy Crush, bro.
Yeah.
Tetris, you sure? The 50s?
My grandma is
I mean,
65 and she plays Candy Crush.
yeah, I mean Candy Crush is new, but like back then, but
Uh I don't know.
like not right now. Like yeah, I think like yeah for like the 50s, I don't think they're gonna play games. Like
Well, like,
for
but you
like
have to
kids
understand,
that
like, if you're
yeah
in like a way different generation, like 2 generations older than you, then you have to understand their point because they never experienced it themselves.
yeah that's actually true. That's why like it's kind of tricky for like this is why like there's like a barrier between parents and like kids because they're like two different generations.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the kids could be like games are fun, like it makes me happy and stuff, but like the parents see it as like it's such a waste of time. You could do like something better, like play soccer, like do other
yeah.
stuff. That's like one of the
Wait,
barriers for like
soccer? Are you
gaming
an
and
American
building.
fan?
Football. Like
Okay.
I don't know, bro. I don't know who watches our videos, right? Like I don't even know. I'll play
Okay.
soccer because like it's like the
No,
safer
no, no, no,
option.
no, no. Football. Football.
Okay, football,
I swear,
football.
fam.
Like, yeah, bro. Soccer,
It's
soccer, man.
football, people.
Nah, soccer's not.
Yeah,
Football. It's always football, man.
yeah.
Like, I think it's only America, bro, who says freaking soccer. It's like it's only America who
Well,
has
yeah,
the
because
match
they
like
don't have
map
another
it,
name for,
Yeah,
football.
American football.
Like,
Yeah, but
I'm
we
not,
say it as American football. Like
yeah.
we say it as American football, not football. Like it's
Yeah, but
different.
yeah,
Why
that's
soccer,
their
bro?
problem, not ours.
Yeah, I know. We live in great, man. We like all of the world, man. Football is football, man. There's no
Football
such
is
thing as
football.
soccer.
That
Football
is,
is football.
yeah. So I think that's like our personal take on how video games can affect our lives in general, and how
Yeah.
they can affect everyone's life as a kid, as a grown up, or even as an elderly. Who knows? Right?
Who knows, bro? There might be like some 50-year-old who's like cranking 90s, bro. Who knows? Like who
Okay,
knows, man?
kid.
No, seriously, I watched like this streamer who's like
The
50 and
grandma or like something.
no, it's like a grandpa. This guy's the coolest like grandpa like I ever seen. His
Uh,
streams are so entertaining. Like it's kind of fun though if you watch like an old person playing games. Am I wrong? It's kind of entertaining, right?
because it's, yeah, maybe I never tried, but maybe I should give it a go. Well,
No,
like,
give it a like. So
yeah.
watch, bro. It's so fun.
I
Watch it.
I'll give it a go. So, like, in
Definitely.
conclusion, like, games are important in everyone's life. Second,
Yes.
never ever tell someone to stop playing games,
Yep.
but instead just explain to them what they can do instead of playing games. But
Yeah.
don't say that to every time you see them playing a game. That is so annoying. And yeah, to be honest, right?
Imagine every time you just boot up a game and it's like, so like, I know you like gaming and stuff, but you could try something else.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
doesn't
that
work.
is way too annoying. And finally,
Uh,
the last tip that I think we both should agree, to
yeah.
everyone who's still addicted to playing games, try to set your priorities straight. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Especially
wrong
if
to
you're
play
like,
games, but try
yeah,
to work out your life. You have like so many things ahead of you. Don't waste it on just
a
playing
lot.
video games.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like especially if you're like older, like you're in high school and stuff, and like you're close to college. I don't think games should like your
Yeah, try to work on that
100%
on your
priority.
future. And maybe if you're rich,
Yeah.
by 30 you can just retire and just play video games all your life.
Yeah, that's a dream, bro.
Wouldn't
Imagine
that
like
be
your
fun?
net worth. Oh, your net worth is like $100 billion, and you just like retiring in the age of 30 playing games. So that's the life.
Yeah,
Whew,
wouldn't
that
that be
is the
fun, right?
life. That would be the funnest thing ever, bro.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
So that's
Oh
our
my god.
personal thoughts on it. How
Yep.
do you feel, man?
I feel great. I think today's episode's pretty great, right? It's
Yeah,
like a perspective from an undeveloped mind. You get it? The show
that
name.
is very, very true.
Okay.
Okay.
That's. I think
Yeah,
that's it,
that's
right, for this episode. I think
yeah,
that's it.
yeah. Hey, so for those who's watching and signing out right now, thank you for sticking with us the whole. This may be a shorter
Thank you
episode than
so
the previous
much.
one, maybe like a 25-minute episode. But
I think
thank
it's
you
30,
for,
bro.
yeah, it's pretty. This one is a bit of another topic there and there. But then
Yeah.
again, thank you for ever watching this video. If you stick around this far, if you enjoy this video, please give a rating in either our YouTube, Spotify, and just follow us in any social media platform you want.
Yes, sir.
Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, right? Random.
Yes, sir. Follow. Follow.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow.
Thank you for the support on the previous podcast. We are pretty
Much
blessed.
love, man.
Yeah.
50 views, bro. Right now it's 50 views. I'm actually so hyped, bro. 50 people,
I
man.
know it's
That's
still the
insane.
start, but thank you everyone for watching this. I'll see you all later.
Yeah.